This tool claimed it could spot market reversals before they even happened. When I first saw it buried in TradingView's library, I thought, yeah, right, another flashy oscillator that promises the world and fails the moment you put it on a real chart. But the more I looked at the signals, the dots, the histogram shifts, and the sudden reversals it highlighted, the more I realized it wasn't just noise. It was revealing moves I had been missing completely. Today I'm going to show you exactly how this indicator works, step by step. From skepticism to breakthrough, when I first added the enhanced wave trend oscillator to my chart, it looked like every other flashy tool you see buried in TradingView's library. Full of colors, lines crisscrossing each other, a pulsing histogram at the bottom, and strange dots stamped at random positions, it seemed like another over-engineered design that was harder to read than the actual price chart. My first reaction was dismissal. Most traders I know feel the same way when they come across indicators that promise high precision. We've all seen countless oscillators throw signals left and right, only to fail when tested in real market conditions. The more complicated they look, the less practical they usually are, and this one seemed to fit that pattern at first glance. But curiosity got the better of me. I started running quick tests across different time frames and pairs, and that's when something completely unexpected stood out. The dots that originally looked like random decorations weren't random at all. They repeatedly showed up at the same moments the market was about to turn. On pairs like EUR/U, SDBTC/U, SDT, even smaller altcoins with higher volatility, these signals were clustering at zones that slipped right past traditional indicators I'd been using for months. The strangest part? It wasn't just once or twice. The timing of the signals kept lining up with clean reversal points, often when RSI or MACD gave no warning whatsoever. I remember a trade I had taken just a week before trying this tool. It was on Ethereum during a strong rally where I jumped in late, convinced momentum would push higher. The entry felt good at the time, but the reversal hit hard. I managed to exit after a heavy drawdown, but it stung because I should have seen it building. Astoundingly, when I went back and plotted the enhanced wave trend, there it was, a crisp purple marker sitting right before the top, flashing an early warning that I had completely ignored because I didn't yet know this tool existed. Looking at it after the fact was frustrating, but it made me realize the kind of clarity I'd been missing. To understand how those signals work, I had to break down the visual components one by one. At the base, you have the histogram. Its shifting bars expand and contract based on changes in market momentum. When they rise into high zones or dip into very low zones, they hint at exhaustion, like a market running out of fuel in one direction. Then there are the horizontal boundaries, the overbought and oversold levels. They act as guide rails, defining the zones where price behavior becomes stretched and unstable. Floating through the middle is the wave trend line itself, a smooth curve that reacts to the underlying push of price movement. It doesn't jump around like a standard oscillator. It flows slowly, almost like it's breathing with the rhythm of the market. And then, those dots. At first, I didn't even know what to make of them. They appeared at what felt like extreme locations on the chart, right at the top when price looked unstoppable, or at the very bottom when panic was highest. Their timing wasn't random though. It was synchronized with shifts in the histogram and the bending of that main wave trend line. When a purple dot fired right before a sharp downturn on Bitcoin's 4-hour chart, I knew it wasn't coincidence. The market rolled over within hours, and the oscillator had caught it cleanly. The shock wasn't the signal itself, it was the fact that no other indicator I had running showed anything close to that clarity. That was the point when my skepticism shifted into genuine interest. If these signals could help filter out just a portion of my worst entries, it would already improve results. After logging dozens of trades, I began to see real evidence. Moves that usually trap me, fake momentum surges, sudden stop outs, were being filtered. It wasn't catching everything, but I kept noticing by ignoring entries when the oscillator flashed a warning, I was avoiding around 30% of the losses that would have chipped away at my balance. That margin made a clear difference. It meant that even if I didn't use it to open trades, I could trust it to stop me from jumping into some of the riskiest setups. From that point on, I stopped thinking about the enhanced wave trend as another oscillator in a crowded library. It wasn't just a tool for decoration or another layer of noise. It was functioning almost like a shortcut to key reversal zones, pointing out market trends that most traders don't even see forming in real time. Conclusion: what began as doubt ended with clear conviction once those live examples showed the oscillator repeatedly signaling turning points ahead of time. Watching it flag reversals that other indicators completely ignored changed how I approached entries and exits. It wasn't flawless, but its consistency proved it offered something valuable. No single tool wipes out losses, but trimming away even a portion of losing trades gives new traders real breathing room. Test it on your own charts, see how it reacts with your strategy, and share your results in the comments. And if you found this useful, subscribe for more.